everybody, it's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video, and today I'm back in Theme Park Studio, a game I haven't touched on in a long time, and I can't wait to get into it because Phase 8 has been released and we're ready to get into it. So let's get started. This first park, and pretty much thinking about just creating like a roller coaster right now, and that's it. Just something simple, you know. So what we're going to do is create a roller coaster. And I want to create a floorless coaster to start off here. It's probably going to create that. Gosh dang it. I should have pressed escape first. One thing I don't really like is how long it takes to place things or have things come up after you click on them like this. I'm still waiting for just the track piece to come up. There it is. Alright, and I didn't even mean to do that yet. I'll probably still place it. Gosh dang it. Yep, it still placed it, and I didn't want it there. Delete it. Delete it. Is there no deleting this thing? Delete coaster, yes, please. That's what I wanted you to do all along. Now delete it. Gosh dang it. Okay, because I didn't want this much of a pathway. Okay, there we go. Now we'll click on it and get this started. So pretty much, I'm just going to create a roller coaster and see how it works and decorate everything. And I might add on to it to make it a full park, but for right now, we got this coaster. We'll add a station. So Phase 8 was definitely most anticipated. Very nice. And the only thing that this is the biggest pet peeve I have of this game as of right now that turns me off so much is how long it takes to place stuff. Like, I'm still waiting for this coaster to be placed. It shouldn't take that long, but anyways. Enough of that. Okay, let's do that, and let's kind of place this coaster perfectly where we want it here. If I can move it. Move. There it goes. I kind of want to line it up with the pathway a little bit better here. There we go. Do I have snapping on? Yes, I do. Okay. So that's lined up with that pathway, and we can get started building this coaster. Something floating here? Yeah, it's a little piece of break there. Okay, let's get started building. Let's start out going down this way. We'll have a curve, and we'll go downwards. But not too downwards. Right there. And we'll have a diagonal lift hill. Because why not? It just gives a little more character to the ride, and it will make it look good. And let's make this piece go there. And then we'll make it do this. And this will be our lift hill. Nice steep lift hill. Ching, 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 ching. You can hear the clicking noise already. That way you can see it in its majesticness, I guess. Alright, one more. Because it's already looking really big. That's weird. We'll just do this. And voila. He got a lift hill. Alright, the first drop, let's make a little bit of a pre-drop here. So, I'll go ahead and build this. And we'll just lower this down a little bit. Nice and smooth like. And if we click the drop turn and mirror it, oops, not that way, this way. We can get a very impressive first drop here. Just got to increase the length of it. like that, and then we can create our first element. So our first element could be anything. What should we make it? Could be a 0G roll or something like that. So let's, yeah, we'll make a 0G roll here. So let's go ahead and put in a barrel roll. A little lengthy here. I got a little plan here. It might not be exactly a complete 0G roll here. Put that, whoa, there. Now we gotta select this other one. This is gonna be kind of advanced. It's going to be kind of different because it's going to be going a different direction here. I don't know about this. Never mind. That's not going to work out the way I wanted it to. Okay. Instead, why don't we have kind of a... Alright, let me try something here. Corkscrew. I'm going to try and use the prefabricated pieces as much as possible. We'll mirror it this way. Make it much larger. As large as it will possibly go here. Trying to figure this out of how I'm going to create this coaster. Because it's going to be... Alright, why don't we start out with something different here? I'm going to... Let's go ahead and put large loop instead. This will be better. How big is that? Let's make it a little bit bigger. I want to create something kind of like an Emmelman inversion would be kind of nice. It might be too big. Yeah, let's create that to be a little bit smaller. Yeah, that will be good right there. All right, and what we're gonna do is get rid of half of it. And now we need to add, what happens when I add corkscrew? Yeah, it does a very awkward corkscrew there. So you got the cobra roll. We want, oh, that's not too bad. Alright, let's just try and create our own custom Emmelman here. If I go straight down this way, there we go, and we twist it to turn this way. You can kind of see the shape it's forming up here. And then we'll create that and another straight piece. That's not going straight down, but we'll create that there. And this is what I'm going to do. We'll delete this node right here. That might not work. I wish it would smooth that out. Oh, it actually did smooth it out. Alright, cool. So that's kind of a way you can create an Emmelman. Or I think that's the Emmelman, right? That's an Emmelman version, right? That's what that's called. Pretty sure. Pretty cool inversion. It'd be nice if it was already in the options to build this, but it's alright. But now you know how to create that. Alright, now that we have our first inversion, we can maybe create, let's see, what do we have? If we create a large loop, see what this will do. Could have it right under the lift hill, if we wanted. That should be kind of interesting. If I had enough speed and momentum, I'd make it go over the lift hill like that. Be kind of cool, but we can't do that because it wouldn't make it through. At least I don't think it would. And we could try it. Let's put it just right under the lift hill, like really close. Just like that. Alright, build. Alright, let's just test it out real quick, see if we see how fast it goes through this area here. So we're gonna test it. Let's go this for view. Man, the trains look really nice. I'm not gonna lie. And you can see the guests already coming in. They're ready to. They want to ride this ride. Alright, we'll see it test right here. Let's go first person. And see how it rolls. It's a very steep lift hill, I know, but we'll go with that for right now. Look at that loop over the, just under there. That looks really cool. Alright, this is exciting. Here we go. And here's the pre-drop into the drop turn. Of course, I'll have to custom support it when we're done. Into the Immelman. Just nice and smooth, actually. And it makes it through pretty well. We're back into the station. Okay. Look at all the people waiting to ride this ride. I just love how they get in the queue line and they're excited to ride. Here's an outside view. Let's see what it looks like from here. It flows really nicely. The physics in this game are pretty nice, I think. Alright, I like the speed that it goes through the inversions here. It works really well. Man, everyone's wanting to ride this ride because it's the only ride in the park. You can also go to options here and get your max guess. I don't know why it's only at 500. It was at 2,000 at one point, but I guess it's just 500 now, so I don't understand that. What's going on here? You can see everyone queuing up for this ride. I guess that's all the people I'm going to generate here. You can go Control F. You can see how many guests are in the park. 49. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's go back to editing. And, yeah, so that's my first two elements of the ride. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and see if we can try and complete the ride, the layout and everything. So for right now, I hope you guys have a great day and an even cooler tomorrow. Thanks for joining me here in Phase 8. I hope you have a great day. I already said that. Goodbye.